Pittsburgh Penguins, meet your new president and GM. Your new president is Brian Burke, and your new GM is Ron Hextall. I'll start with Ron Hextall first. He was previously the general manager of the rival Philadelphia Flyers for 4 seasons from 2014 to 2018 and was a long-tenured member of the Los Angeles Kings front office as assistant general manager and advisor. He also played 608 games as an NHL goaltender, winning both of the Vezina Trophy as a top net mender and the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP for the Flyers in 1986 and 1987. As for Brian Burke, get this ready. He previously served as a general manager of the Hartford Whalers. You know who the Hartford Whalers are now, Mario? The Carolina Hurricanes. That's how long this dude's been in the NHL for. When the Carolina Hurricanes were the Hartford Whalers, I give a lot of credit to this man. He was also a general manager of the Vancouver Canucks, the Anaheim Ducks. I don't know who would name a team now, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. He was most recently director of hockey operations for the Calgary Flames until April of 2018, and he helped build a Stanley Cup champion for the Anaheim Ducks in 2006 and 2007. And this was written by Greg Wojnicki of ESPN. I butchered that last name, but whatever. So I'll give it to you first, Mario. What do you think of Brian Burke and Ron Hextall becoming the president and GM respectively?
Well, first, congratulations to both of them. You know what I'm saying? Both of them have a lot of experience, whether it's as a GM or whether it was as a front office man or a player itself. I want to point to Hextall real quick. Okay? I mean, Hextall, my bad. I want to point to Hextall real quick. The one thing I'm reading about Hextall is, this is the one thing that impresses me. The 608 games played as an NHL goaltender and how he won the Vezina Trophy and the Conn Smythe Trophy. That's what impresses me the most, is that, again, I love it when they bring a player into a GM role, because a player understands what it's like to be a player. You know what I'm saying? If you bring a financial businessman in there, he might not understand what it's like to be a player, and he might make moves that only benefit the finance side of it, which the finance side of it's good and everything. But I always say, put your players first. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't put your players first, you end up jeopardizing the actual team itself. Look at the Boston Red Sox. They have a financial man there now, and there's really nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? I'll take them as like one example. You know what I'm saying? But there's been examples of a lot of businessmen who just can't simply run a team, because I'm not going to say who, but they can't run a team because they don't know what it's like to be a player. You know what I'm saying? So I like that they're bringing in Hextall, because Hextall used to be a player and he done what he needed to do in the league. So not only does he know what it's like to be a player, but he knows what type of players will make it and which ones will not, most likely. You know what I'm saying? As for Burke, I like how again, he was a general manager of the Hartford Whalers, which you mentioned were the Carolina Hurricanes, all right? He was a general manager of the Canucks, and he was a general manager of the Anaheim Ducks. A little interesting fact about the Anaheim Ducks, they were purchased by Disney.
They were the Los Angeles Angels.
Yeah, they were both of them. Yeah, right. They were purchased by Disney, and this team in particular, they were purchased by Disney after they came out with the movie Mighty Ducks. That's where this originates, from the movie Mighty Ducks.
I still find that name to be funny.
To build their brand a little bit more in the sports industry. And this was before they purchased ESPN as well. This is a little interesting fact, because I learned that in one of my sports media classes. But yeah, I like how he was a former general manager himself. I like how Pittsburgh Penguins, I like how they're making moves after Rutherford resigned. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that had to take a toll on them, and that obviously took a toll on the team, probably emotionally in a way, because he was such a good general manager for them. But I like how they're finally, rebuilding it, and and I feel like they're getting the right pieces to the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're making the right moves. I always love it when you hire a former player. And I always love it when you hire a general manager for experience, that has experience in the game and has successful experience. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy can work 30 years doing this and 30 years doing that. He could have a total of 60 years of work experience. Well, that's a little far stretch, but I'm just going to use an example. But those 60 years, you really didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of experience doesn't mean you did a good job. It's what you did within your experience. You know what I'm saying? Some people have done a better job within 4 years of experience than others have done in a 40-year experience. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like the Penguins are really making moves. I'm happy for them. You know what, Nate? Happy for them is a stretch because I'm a Blue Jackets fan. They're our rivals, so really, I'm not too happy. But
Hey,
like,
I'm a Bruins fan. I'm just as much of a rival as them
but
too.
nah, but listen. All jokes aside, though, I think the Penguins are making great moves, and I do wish them the best of luck. And before I pass it on to you, there's a quote right here. And I just want to read it, and I just want to read it right now. And it says, and I quote, "To me, Pittsburgh is a take your breath away destination for any GM or president of hockey ops." That's what Burke said. "I'm so excited for the opportunity. The Penguins are a storied franchise with outstanding ownership in Mario Lemieux and Ron Burke, and Pittsburgh is just a great hockey city. Ron Hextall and I are very fortunate. We can't wait to get started." Hey, let me tell you something. The great Super Mario Lemieux, that man right there is making moves. Okay, Mario Lemieux was a beast in his day. Super Mario was a beast in his day. He's a beast as a and he's a beast too owning that team. So you know what? Man. Look, best of luck to the Pittsburgh Penguins. As much as I don't like them, I do like Mario Lemieux. I really do. Not because he has my name. Well, that's like half of it. But the other half is he was such a great player too when he was on the ice back when he was playing. So, with that being said, I wish the Pittsburgh Penguins the best of luck.
Right, as do I. Congratulations to Ron Hextall and Brian Burke. This is just a whole new era in Pittsburgh. The first step down, and he was a key piece to why the Pittsburgh Penguins were so successful in the last couple of years. And I think they won. Was it 2 or 3 Stanley Cups? I know they won 2 in a row, but did they win a third one or
two?
Nah, it was just 2. Well, either way, either way, it's still very successful. They went back to back. That's something that hasn't been repeated in any sport, let alone in a while now. The most recent ones being the Warriors in the basketball, the Patriots did it in football, the Yankees did it. And it's just back in the day it was very common, but now it's so rare to see all these teams going back to back.
I remember around that time when the Penguins were back to back, we thought they were going to become like the next like Golden State Warriors of hockey or the next New England Patriots. It didn't turn out that way because the Capitals ended up winning the next year and everything like that. But
then the St. Louis Blues came around, and now the Lightning, who should have won years ago, but they did anyways.
But winning 2 in a row, that is really a big accomplishment that Rutherford was going to have on his resume. And again, he resigned for like personal reasons of his own and nothing serious. I hope he has a great retirement. But as for this new era in Pittsburgh, if I'm a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, I'm excited. But hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, as a Columbus Blue Jackets fan, I'm kind of worried. Not going to lie to
you. Yeah, as a Bruins fan, I'm kind of worried too, because also got to remember, Brian Burke helped build a Stanley Cup team for the Ducks. And I still find that name to be funny, but he did it. He doesn't matter the name of the team. He still built the Stanley Cup championship for that team, no matter how funny that name is. He had a lot of regular season success with the Flames. Unfortunately, their playoff success wasn't as successful as their regular season success. But at least he can say that he had 2-1. He built a championship contender a little over a decade ago. Now going into like near 20 years. And he's had a lot of regular season success for most of the teams that he's played with. So I expect him to do, as much as I'll want the Penguins to be making moves, I expect them to make big moves with the Pittsburgh Penguins. They still got a lot of, key players on this team. And they've gotten rid of a couple of others too. So I expect them to make some moves in terms of players. And I don't know about front office. I don't know who's in their front office. I don't really follow the Penguins like that. So
Lemieux. That's all you got to get.
Well, yeah, but aside from Mario Lemieux.
It right here. It says Mario Lemieux and Ron Burke.
They also got stars like Sidney Crosby, obviously. I can't stand him. Evgeny, I said this first.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I'm not good with pronunciations.
I know a few Penguins. I just can never remember them. Besides,
Chris Letang is another one. But the problem with those guys are like, they're veterans, but they're also going past their prime. So like the Penguins, I expect the Penguins to go out there and either look into their like minor league system. A lot of people forget that the NHL have the AHL, so they actually have affiliates like the MLB has the MILB. So like they should go into their minor league system and see what they can get, or just go out in free agency and see who would fit for the team or not. So I expect the Penguins to do that, like I expect every other team to do. Um, but with that being said, yeah, I think the Penguins are making moves, making very smart and good moves. So with that said, I wish the Penguins the best of luck. I congratulations to Brian Burke and Ron Hextall and the Pittsburgh Penguins, and very excited kind of to see how this goes.